Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear to make an informed decision. And guys, we've got to talk about Aptos because this thing is pumping. And there is no reason for it to be pumping right now. When you Google it and you type in Aptos News, nothing comes up. When you go to their Twitter, nothing has been announced except that since the first of the year, this thing's gone from like 320 to pushing $6, which that's a great way to start the new year. But guys, there are so many red flags about this protocol that I want to bring it to your attention. That being said, none of this is financial advice. Please do your own research, but I want to bring some stuff to your attention so you'll be aware of what the game plan is to maybe capitalize on what their game plan is. Now, again, not financial advice, but when I do a deep dive, which I've done many on Aptos, and that being said, I do not own Aptos, but I plan to, and I'm going to tell you why. Even though long term, I don't think there's any way you should be even considering a long term hold. Now, when I did my research, it's highly centralized. Arguably has some of the worst tokenomics in crypto. That being said, we can't really figure out just exactly how bad the tokenomics are. And when you read the white paper and the roadmap, which is not a lot to it, you can't figure out what their game plan is. But what you can figure out is that they basically can do whatever they want, whenever they want with this project. It's highly centralized. The tokens are, the majority of them go to the founders or the early investors or the VCs or whatever. Now, if does that remind you of something? Maybe Solana in the early days, maybe FTX, and I'm not talking about the scam part like that. I'm not calling this project a scam. It's more like maybe Solana for sure in the early days, which is fine. But I just want to bring some things to your attention. Now, if you want to do a deep dive and get a lot more information, I highly recommend, guys, go to Coin Bureau. I believe they are the best deep dive channel out there. He is non-biased. He's not even monetized on YouTube. And if he did, guys, literally, he's leaving millions of dollars a year on the table. So he's very non-biased and non-dogmatic, just like me. I highly recommend that channel. But just go there and look for the Aptos review, and he gets from A to Z, and he gives you the down and dirty like I just gave it to you, but in a lot better format. Now, here's the thing, guys. If you're not familiar with them, I'm not going to argue the 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 brains behind it. I'm not going to argue the team, the tech, all of that, from what I've been told, is very, very good. Most developers, everyone likes the tech. And they're basically trying to bring Web 2 into Web 3, bringing the major corporations into the blockchain. But here's some of the red flags. You know, the early investors are like the big VCs in Wall Street. Guys, they raised like $300 million without a white paper. Now, I don't like any of that. But what I do like is I like to follow the smart money or the big money, whatever you want to call it. But I understand that they are going to dump on the community. They didn't invest millions, if not billions of dollars in a project not to dump on the token or on the community. I want everyone to understand that. So when you get these big VCs and this big Wall Street money in the early days, they're all in big profit right now. They are going to dump. And because of the tokenomics are so bad and they have such a big supply, they can keep dumping and keep dumping and keep dumping. Now, when I look at this pump right here, you know what, this is what I get out of it for whatever this is worth. You know, I used to work for Bear Stearns. I've sat at the desk some of the biggest hedge fund players on the planet at the time, and I know how they think. When I see this chart, a lot of people see it went down, you know, in the first of the year, it started to rally. Well, why is that? What I see is the big money, let it go down, just let it go down all through the year, maybe took some, dumped some tokens off for sales. But right here, they know if we start to buy this token again and we pump it, when Bitcoin turns around, which is exactly what's happened, they know that the average person will run in and FOMO in to Aptos because they think the bottom is in. And they know that they can go spend, you know, million, 2 million, 10 million, whatever it takes, which is not a lot of money when you have invested 300 million, 500 million, whatever, and they start running this thing up, people are going to FOMO in. Well, when Bitcoin stops running, which could go up to say 25,000, I don't know. I'm thinking more about 18.6 right now. But they are going to dump this token, and there is no reason, period, for Aptos's bottom of this bear market to be in my opinion. So if you want to get into Aptos, do your own homework. This is not financial advice, but do not FOMO into this, guys. Don't chase this. That's all I want you to understand. Now, here's some red flags that really, really concern me. But again, I'm going to own it because I believe in the next bull run, with all the money that Aptos has and the sexy story they're going to spin, this is going to be one of the front runners for whatever reason. I don't think it is going to, you know, be the Ethereum killer or probably even outdo Solana. It may, I don't know. But if the money that's already in there keeps adding, it's going to pump and pump. And you know how it is in crypto. Once it starts to pump, here come the retail guys, and it just can go and go and go. And then the smart money is going to dump on the retail public. And I'm going to be around for that ride. That's my game plan. So I'm not against it. But another thing that I don't like, which definitely a red flag, is that, you know, they don't talk about interoperability at all with their tech. And they have a lot of projects, but everything that it looks like they are trying to create is they want the whole world to sit on top of Aptos. It's not a full disclosure type project. When you go to their website and you try to look stuff up, you can't find any of the numbers that you want for like the tokenomics. It's like pulling teeth. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention, guys. Again, not financial advice, but Aptos, there's a good chance that it is going to be the chosen one of some of the VC money and the Wall Street money in the next bull run for, and there's a chance that it ends up being a Ethereum killer. I don't know, but I'm not looking to hold this long term whatsoever. But when the crash comes, which I think we have a washout coming sometime in 2023, could be wrong, but I think it's going to go test this last year's low. And when it does and it goes through it, I'm going to start stacking. And then when the next bull run comes and the VC money and the Wall Street money and all the big boys that are in this project start to, you know, do their marketing and pump this token, I'm looking to ride it, ride it, ride it. That's my game plan. But anyway, guys, definitely not here to spread FUD, but I want you to be aware of the red flags. And definitely, guys, if you want more information, go to the Coin Bureau. And either way, that is a phenomenal channel. Some of the best information. I trust that man, period. If he says it, one of the very few people that I don't have to really verify, because he is totally non-biased like I am. And it's great information you can use. Again, not financial advice. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about Aptos in the comments section. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit that notification. And either way, guys, hit that like button. And this is not financial advice, but in my opinion, find real world utility tokens in 2023 and get to stacking, because this is the biggest bull run. This next bull run, if the Fed pivots and we get regulation, some people are already calling it the regulation bull run, I think it's going to be the biggest and longest lasting that Bitcoin has had, and I'm excited. Anyway, guys, that's all I got. Let me know what you think and come back and be part of this community. Take care.